Hi guys, Henry here from Investment for Expats. Today I'll just go over the services we offer for international SIPs, go over the cost of this and just go over some of the features. Again, I do think it is important to note that everything on the platform is FCA regulated. It's completely fee based and transparent in terms of the fees. When you compare this to an offshore bond option, we've done a lot of articles comparing offshore bond platforms in the international SIP space. I think these are very unvalidated for kind of 99% of people and purely done based on commission. I've done a lot of comparisons also on the costs on those options. I do think if you have in some of these offshore bond options, especially for a pension, your Royal Londons, your Utmost, etc., as your Generali's, I do think it is worth reviewing because you do have a lot of cheaper options out there. Also, just a quick caveat that on the platform options, a lot of the funds have all got to be clean in your Novias and your Praemium. In your offshore bonds, you can also, a lot of the IFAs historically had funds that were paying kind of entry exit charges and kickbacks of kind of 0.5% to the IFA as well. With a platform like Novia Praemium, Interactive Brokers, Saxo, they've all got to be completely clean. There's no kickbacks to the IFA. That's something worth noting before. In terms of services we get for pension, I'm not going to advise if it's worth doing. Transferring your pension, it's all done individually and done on unique cases, and you need to weigh up the pros and cons, etc. I will say that transferring your pension or pensions, your UK pensions offshore, is a bit more costly than if you were to do it in the UK, especially now with competitive SIPS accounts such as Interactive Investor costing around £20 a month, Vanguard at kind of 0.15%, even platforms like AJ Bell at 0.225%. Good platforms. In the offshore world, they are a bit more expensive, but I do think they are reasonable. Again, normally wouldn't say transfer with anything below 50,000 because of the costs, and we'll go over in a bit more detail. So for both platforms, we use Novia and Praemium. Prefer to use Novia. Cost on that is 0.34% for a SIPS. It does go down if you have larger amounts, say 500,000, goes down 0.5% for every $500,000 or currency equivalent that you have in, up to 2 million. So it's reasonably priced. It's not overly cheap, but it's not a bad platform. Again, I'll put a link to some of the specs on that. It's quite a useful platform, easy to navigate, and it's got good reporting on that. You have another layer, which is the trust cost. Now, this is why I don't normally advise for anything below 50,000, is that it has a trust cost of 180 GBP. Now, Novia's, that's just to kind of ring fence these SIPs. Where you've got with Novia as well, it's protected by BNY Mellon. That's where the custody charge comes into play. Where we invest now, we have set up a few model portfolios. These are normally of low-cost ETFs with like your Vanguards, your iShares. I'll put a link in the description below. Fund cost normally for GBP comes in around 0.2%. So in terms of fees, what you'd be looking at with an advisor fee, now it depends on the amount. For pensions, we do charge 0.25 to 0.5%, depending on the amounts. Anything above 500,000, we do charge 0.25%. For anything below 0.5%, or you can go into the model portfolios that we've made and they're 0.25% as well. They get rebalanced every quarter and reweighted. So that's an option as well if you're looking for more of a passive, lower cost option for your pension. So the cost options you're looking for in around £100,000 pensions for the IFA in the model portfolio would be around 0.7%, 0.75%. Again, it's not overly cheap, but it's not too expensive. It's fully flexible, so it's flexible in terms of the platform. So if you were looking to transfer it into another platform, it's got no exit charges, for example, such as offshore bonds have. It's completely fee-based, it's transparent, and it's FCA regulated. I'll put a link in the description below. If you've got any more questions, feel free to email me at info@investmentforexpats.com.